Hello, how are you today? My name is Pst.St.KelviN Obas, and this is The Plain Truth. Thank you for sharing our videos and also for liking our page on Facebook. You're welcome. Today I'll be sharing a topic with you that says some reasons for wrong choice of spouse. Some reason for the wrong choice of spouse. All right. Now Amos 3 verses 3 says, it says, can two walk together except they agree? Also in Proverbs 3 verses 5, it says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not into their own understanding. You see, sometimes we wonder when you see some couples, you ask yourself, how did they marry themselves? Who approved this marriage? Who conducted this marriage? Did they go through counseling class? Did they go through the process? And then because you see the way they quarrel, the way they fight, neighbors are always there to hold them all the time. You begin to ask, who approved this marriage? All right, let me share some reasons with you. All right, number one, you need to understand this. Bad guys, when they decide to settle, they don't go for bad girls. Bad girls, when they decide to settle, they don't go for bad boys. So the challenge is this, is that when a guy he has done all the rubbish and is trying to settle down, some of them will come into the church and then they will behave as if they are not born again. And the problem we have in church is that as long as somebody is always talking in his church, or maybe always dressing corporate or so, or walking gently, sometimes we mistake all these things for righteousness. We mistake gentility. We mistake somebody who talks very calm as somebody who is righteous. These guys, when they come to church, they didn't come to church to change. They came to church to get a wife. Some of them can even go and start sowing seed into the life of a pastor. And then they win the heart of the pastor over. Then certainly the pastor, I need a wife. I said, they are girls, their sisters in the church and all that. And then the sister will go, when the pastor called the sister and said, there's a brother who really desires you, but for him to come close is a problem. So I need to just stand in between and all that. And the sister will trust the pastor and say yes to the brother. By the time they get married, the sister will discover that the person he actually got married, he didn't even know him. When the pastor started calling that brother, you find out that brother was saying, Pastor, stay out of it, this is my home. This is how many sisters, they get into the hands of the wrong guys. And then many brothers also get into the hands of the wrong lady. Why? Because they come through the people that they trust. When bad guys want to trap you, they don't go through their own people. They go through the people that your strongest allies. That is why the Bible says, trust not into your own understanding. You must make your own search as well. Also, bad girls, when they are ready to settle down, they see them, when all the Medicaid is not making them feel okay again, when they've gone through all the hotels, they've done everything, all those things that they knew how to do is not working again, they run into the church. And when they run into the church, what happens is that they start wearing Maria Maka skirts. Some of them will start wear a tying scarf. And these are the things some of us call righteousness. When you see someone like you, will not want to judge him again. You will say he's doing well. But when you see the one that is showing it out that this is my character, you want to condemn that person. And at the end of the day, these people will come to the pastors. They will become very faithful in church, clean all this, doing all that, doing that. I'm not saying those things are bad, but many people use that as a cover. And tomorrow, they will get one brother hooked up in church. By the time they get married, you will hear them saying, he cannot satisfy me. This brother cannot satisfy me. Who asked me to work out the work since? Now, if it's the brother that is the problem, you are the problem. This is how some of these things happen. Again, another reason why people get into the fake hands, fake brothers and fake sisters is many ladies, when they fall in love, mostly the ones who are out of age, they don't listen to advice again. They'll tell you, please leave me, I want to. At the end of the day, when you get into the problem, you bring it back to your pastor, bring it back to your parents. Another reason why people get into the wrong hands of spouse is most parents, they don't do their due diligence. The family you are taking your daughter to, have you gone to search that family to know if it's worth it? Parents don't do so. Some of the parents are even the one forcing these people into this kind of marriage, and it's not helping issue at all. Many parents, they will just force the young sister into it, and at the end of the day, everybody suffer it. All right, look. So if the church is compromised, your family is compromised, then you should know that before the marriage ever began, it has already been compromised. So please, in order to avoid the wrong spouse, take advice before you take counsel. Let me stop here. This advice is actually free of charge. You will only pay for it when you don't take it. My name is Pst.St.KelviN Obas, and this is The Plain Truth. I also want to invite you for our upcoming events, which is called Worship and Miracles. Please, Wetland Hotel, 2 p.m. at just beside Marvel International School. Please expect to see you there, and you'll be blessed. The supernatural will happen in your life. God bless you. Ciao, ciao.